I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here as to why I'm upset with the Animation Guild members. All right. Don't take this personally, but I just kind of want you to hear this. This is so important. And all of you guys who aren't in an animation union, who want to work in the animation industry, the animation union has been around for quite a while. I mean, just unions and fighting for work organization has been going on for the last 100 years. And we have an opportunity to fight the big boys, to sort of stand together and let them know that we as artists have value and what it is that we want. And we're not going to just let you just determine that we're going to work with unpaid overtime. We're going to just have just a lot of things. I actually want to get into that. My mind's spinning right now because I'm just so upset. What am I upset about? I'm upset that our animation guild stands for something. It stands for just us united. We are to fight together. We are in the fight, guys. We are in a fight for our industry and artists across the globe. There are a lot of studios and a lot of artists that are living on this planet that have no union, have no protections. And out here in Los Angeles, we are so blessed to be able to have an animation guild and union that gives us so much. We have two pensions, we have a healthcare plan, we have just our wages, our benefits that are just, again, there's things that you guys who are in the union know what it means, and maybe you don't, and maybe that's why you're not taking action. And what action do you need to take? For those of you guys, listen, the Animation Guild, we are coming up into our negotiations, our collective bargaining. This is where we meet with the studios and what our brothers and sisters before just went in with a fight to tell the studios that we're not going to be beaten around anymore, that we're not going to be abused, that we need to make living wages, that you guys just can't have it all, that we're a part of this package. We are what makes you, you. We make these studios the studios. Without the artists, there is nothing. And we need to more and more just let people know this, so that then if we don't stand together on this, if we're not united, we have nothing. And we have to be willing to fight. We have to be willing to stand up and say what we want. And we just released an Animation Guild survey, negotiation survey to all our union members, 5,000 strong. 5,000 strong. It's not huge. It's not huge compared to some other unions, but it's pretty big. And what does that mean? We are strength in numbers. And the more numbers we have, the more support we have, the more that we can fight and just get the things that we need in order to make just a better living and a better life for all of us. All right. And that's not just us in Southern California. That's us just all over the states and eventually, hopefully, all over the world, so that these artists aren't being used and abused in order to just build the profits of companies that aren't willing to share and help the artists that are giving them what it is that they need. So this is so important. And we just sent out this collective bargaining, a negotiation survey has gone out to all these members, every single member, every single one of you guys out there who are part of this. And I hope you share this with your fellow artists in the studios, okay? Because you need to take the survey. It is your responsibility to take the survey so that we know on the executive board and the negotiations committee what it is we're going in to fight with the big boys about, to know what it is that we want. And if we don't hear your voice, then we don't know. And then are you going to complain that you're not getting this, and this? Because you haven't spoken up? Now is your chance. We need you. We are just, if we don't have you here, if we don't have all 5,000 of you just here, just supporting this effort, we're going to be wiped out. We're going to be wiped out because these studios are going to look and say, these guys are weak. They don't care. They don't even support each other. They wouldn't even work out on a strike if we had to strike. And you're damn right. If we need to strike for something, we need to strike for something. We need to be prepared for that. We need to let them know that we're serious. And if you guys aren't serious, then how does anyone else is supposed to take us seriously? They're not. They're going to look at it as a joke, because a union is a strength by numbers, and that's why we need you. And I just wrote down some things here, just like, what are we fighting for? We're fighting for better working conditions. We're fighting for the increase in wage minimums. We're fighting to get paid for our overtime. We're fighting to improve the streaming services, the contract, side letter N, if you're not aware of it. We were told that when streaming services came out, that it's just not viable right now. So you're not going to be getting the sort of benefits that you would and the sort of the wages you would and put into the plans, the retirement plans, everything else that we sort of needed. We were just told that we don't know what's going to happen. But now it's proven. We know we need to fight for this and get rid of this side letter N and just make it just across the board, because streaming has taken over. But we need to stand up for this. Just improving craft responsibilities. You know that there used to be a time when every craft had its position. You're a character designer? That's what you do. You get paid for that, for your value as a character designer, to design intellectual properties, prop designers. You're getting paid to be a prop designer, and that's what you're doing. So what do some of these studios doing? Well, they feel it's better to merge the positions. Let's take character design and let's merge it with the prop designers, just with one paycheck. So now you're doing two people's jobs, eliminating just people who can't character design maybe and are just doing props or vice versa. Okay, and it's happening on the visual development, where they're just trying to get people to do the color. They're trying to get them to do the characters, the props, all in one. Let's just do everything all in one and we'll pay you one low rate. Where's the value? Where's the fairness in that? You tell me. And these are the things that we want to fight for. Okay, maintaining our health and pension benefits, all right? For those of you guys who are young and don't have families right now, like maybe it doesn't matter, maybe you're living at home, I want you to play the chess game. And I want you to think that you're going to be growing up pretty quickly and you're going to move up into the into a real life situation where you're going to have all these responsibilities, families, everything else, that whatever it is, and you're going to go, whoa, I kind of need a little bit more protection. All right, so it's so important. And plus, who doesn't want a pension? Don't you want to be able to retire at a decent age and know that you have money coming in? So many artists will never have this in their lives. And if we don't stand up for this, and if we don't make our voice heard, because we are union and we're union strong right now, but we're not strong if we don't have you, and we don't have you guys even showing up to the union membership meetings. We get 150 people showing up to a union membership meeting. It happens once a month, 5,000 people and 150 people. What does that show people? That this union is weak. We don't want to be weak. We got to stand strong. We got to stand strong for everyone else. We have to do this, guys. Improve, addressing internal abuse. Just with producers and people being abused in the workplace, or not being given the fair amount of money and just working overtime and being told to work on the weekends when the producers can go home. All right, there's so many things that this is what the union stands for, that if there's problems, not only do you just let them go by, but you got to speak up. You got to call the hall. And there's a number on our website to call the hall and let people know. Let Steve Kaplan know. Let us know what is going on. Where are the abuses? We have to stand up, guys. You stand up for so many things. Let's stand up for this too. It's so important. Improving unrealistic deadlines. Improving diversity within the workplace. Our job security. Okay? Our union is strength in its numbers. And this is why I just felt compelled, and this sort of build up within inside me, because I was at the last union meeting and just heard again, oh, we're not getting that much. We're not getting any response. If you're not getting an email, you need to go to the union website and you need to register if you're a union member, and you need to put in your name. You're not going to get an email if you're not a union member, but you got to register so that you get the emails and you know when these things are coming down. But you have to please just answer the questions. It'll take you 5 minutes out of your day. 5 minutes out of your day just to answer these questions, so that the committee knows what it is that you care about too, so that when we go in, we have a fight, that we can stand up for what we want. And if they don't give us what we want, then we're prepared to do something about it and not cower and walk away and let this union just be bullied. We don't want that. We need you more than ever. And I don't want you to think just about yourself even. I want you to think about all your fellow artists worldwide who are, and who's ever going to listen to this, the abusive conditions you're facing. The overtime that you're doing without being paid. You're not getting a pension. You're not getting health benefits. You're not getting anything, but what you're doing is just giving and contributing to these studios who need to start it's helping us, a win-win situation. But it is strength in numbers. Strength in numbers, please, please, I am begging you, if you hear this and you're a union member, please fill out the survey. Just take the 5 minutes and please let your crew know. If you're a director, if you're on your crew, you on your next meeting, you say, everyone, guys, let's fill out the survey. Let's do this. Let's show up and let's show these studios that we are a force to be reckoned with. Because we are. Don't let this dissipate. Don't let this dissolve. Because I tell you, man, mark my word. I don't know. I can't predict the future. But all I know is if we don't have this, then we will crumble. And we'll be nothing. And the executives and everyone else will see it that they're just weak. Because they don't really stand for what they say they stand for. Yet the writers and everyone else, those guys can go on strike and get what they want. Right? But what are we going to do, guys? Let's stop being bullied as artists. Let's just stop this. We don't need to be bullies. We're not a dime a dozen. We don't need to be marked with this stamp of just like, you're just an artist. This is what you do for fun. You don't need all this other stuff. Let's change this. And we have started. We got an animation union, the local 839. The only union that's representing us for this. Let's be a part of this, please. You want to voice your opinion? Now's your time. Voice your opinion. All right? I think I've said it all. All right, please sign and just do what you need to do. Participate.